दही बड़ा खाने का मन है।
वाह क्या स्वाद!
असली स्वाद तो MDH दही बड़ा रायता मसाले से ही आता है।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Patience and for joining at this relatively late hour. I have some prepared remarks that I'll share with you, and as Randhir said, due to some preoccupations, will not be able to take questions tonight. The Cabinet Committee on Security met this evening under the chairmanship of the Honorable Prime Minister. The CCS was briefed in detail on the terrorist attack on 22nd April 2025 in Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir, in which 25 Indians and one Nepali citizen were killed. A number of others sustained injuries. The CCS condemned the attack in the strongest terms and expressed its deepest condolences to the families of the victims and hoped for the early recovery of the injured. Strong expressions of support and solidarity have been received from many governments around the world, which have unequivocally condemned this terror attack. The CCS recorded its appreciation for such sentiments, which reflect zero tolerance for terrorism. In the briefing to the CCS, the cross-border linkages of the terrorist attack were brought out. It was noted that this attack came in the wake of the successful holding of the elections in the Union Territory and its steady progress towards economic growth and development. Recognizing the seriousness of this terrorist attack, the CCS decided upon the following measures. 1. The Indus Waters Treaty of 1960 will be held in abeyance with immediate effect until Pakistan credibly and irrevocably abjures its support for cross-border terrorism. 2. The integrated checkpost Atari will be closed with immediate effect. Those who have crossed over with valid endorsements may return through that route before 1 May 2025. 3. Pakistani nationals will not be permitted to travel to India under the SAARC visa exemption scheme visas. Any SVAS visas issued in the past to Pakistani nationals are deemed cancelled. Any Pakistani national currently in India under SVES visa has 48 hours to leave India. 4. The defense, military, naval and air advisors in the Pakistani High Commission in New Delhi are declared persona non grata. They have a week to leave India. India will be withdrawing its own defense, navy and air advisors from the Indian High Commission in Islamabad. These posts in the respective High Commissions are deemed annulled. 5 support staff of the service advisors will also be withdrawn from both High Commissions. 5. The overall strength of the High Commissions will be brought down to 30 from the present 55 through further reductions to be effected by 1st May 2025. The CCS reviewed the overall security situation and directed all forces to maintain high vigil. It resolved that the perpetrators of this attack will be brought to justice and their sponsors held to account. As with the recent extradition of Tahawur Rana, India will be unrelenting in the pursuit of those who have committed acts of terror or conspired to make them possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we come to the closure of this press briefing. Thank you very much.
Go straight to my audio. That press briefing was by the MEA. And the important points there before I go into the nation's sharpest opinion tonight. And I want to just tell you, viewers, just wrapping up what has been said there. The big headline is that the Indus Waters Treaty has been revoked. Atadi has been closed with immediate effect. No Pakistan to visit India under the SAARC visa scheme. There's been a reduction in the diplomatic presence by about 40%. Just the nominal staff and all defense, Navy, Air Force advisors from Pakistan here are persona non grata. They have to go back. So, I mean, the big headline is the Indus Waters Treaty. That's the big headline. And I think this is going to be the first in many steps that India will take. Now, viewers, this much is not enough. Obviously, the other steps will now be thought of and planned. But basically, there are very minimal diplomatic contact between India and Pakistan now. Border post at Atadi has been shut down. Indus Waters Treaty is going to be the one which is going to be tough for Pakistan because it is being held in abeyance, which means no cooperation with Pakistan on the Indus Waters front as of now. We're escalating this, and we should escalate it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the nation's sharpest opinion. I have a few points to make in the context of what has happened in Kashmir yesterday. And I will not mince my words. We must never let the judiciary of the country decide the security policy of the country. Chief Justice of India, ex-D.Y. Chandrachud, had pronounced directions to hold elections in Jammu and Kashmir. It is because of his directions that there were elections in the legislative assemblies, and he gave this lecture on why this is a paramount feature of representative democracy, etc., and that the government cannot put it on hold. Ladies and gentlemen, Justice Chandrachud pronounced that direction without understanding the security consequences, and I believe I have the right to ask whether the court is alive to the security concerns in Jammu and Kashmir today. These are not matters to be decided by judges. These are matters to be decided by generals and elected governments. That's point one. Point number two. What's going on in terms of internal security? Should the Lieutenant Governor take a little bit more responsibility? I was told that 3 days back, 17 IPS officers, including the SSP of Anantnag, were transferred by the LG. Why was that done? Do we not have a right to know? Should we not ask the LG? Is it not true that the GOC Army in 2023 had said that the peaceful and stable, but wanting things to be peaceful and stable is okay, but reducing the footprint of security forces is not recommended at that stage? Why was there no police presence in Baisaran Meadows, a popular tourist spot in Pahalgam, which is practically in the middle of nowhere in a thick forest? Is this not a total failure of the state to protect its citizens? The third point is, how long will we have this balanced approach going on in Delhi? Why can't we take a Donald Trump approach and kick out the anti-nationals, the overground workers, those who provide an anti-terror, anti-India, pro-terror and pro-Pakistan position in the name of intellectual freedom? There is no JNU-like situation in America anymore. Why do we give tickets to terrorists? Why was Rashid, the engineer, who was in Delhi's Tihar jail in a terror funding case, allowed to fight the election? Why is he now doing a ruckus in the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly? And why are we funding it? We must ask this question. What have we become? We're either a tough country or a soft country. We cannot become an in-between country. We say we're a tough country. We've got a tough central government. But we let Mehbooba Mufti do what she wants, ladies and gentlemen. And we let Rashid Engineer fly in and fly out like a state guest. And we pay his salary. We pay that anti-national salary. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a man who's a member of parliament from Srinagar who should be held responsible and arrested. His name is Aga Syed Rubullah Mehdi. He should be held responsible for these words. This opportunist, he's having some internecine battle with Omar Abdullah, but he's the man who's responsible for the tourists being targeted, because he said that what is happening in Kashmir is not tourism, it's cultural invasion. He was provoking violence against the tourists. A member of parliament in our parliament is provoking violence against tourists. And no, Omar Abdullah, they're not visitors as you wrote in your tweet. They're Indian citizens. They're not visiting a neighboring country. You call them visitors. You should be ashamed of yourself, Omar Abdullah. They're not visitors, they're tourists. And they are visiting their own country. They're not visitors from outside. And this man, when he called tourists cultural invaders, what action did you take against him? The problem is, ladies and gentlemen, we are not a tough state. We are not a hard state. We don't learn our lessons. We believe we are a tough state. If we were a tough state, why did Ejaz Ahmed Garu, brother of the hanged terrorist and parliament attack convict Afzal Guru, contest the 2024 assembly elections from Sopore constituency? Why? And why do we think, oh, it's such a great thing if Afzal Guru's brother fights an election? It shows what a fantastic democracy we are. No, it shows that we are a soft state. When Amritpal, when there are threats to release Amritpal, and when Republic has to scream from the rooftops that this man, a drug dealer, anti-national attacker of security forces, it's a shame that he's been allowed to fight a Lok Sabha election. It's a greater shame people are thinking that he's going to be back outside to threaten the sovereignty of the country, and yet then nobody says anything. It's only Republic screaming from the rooftops tonight. I remind you tonight, I've said it then and said it now. We have to be a tough state, an uncompromising state. We are not. Let's not fool ourselves. We are a tough state. If we were a tough state, then why would we allow Robert Vadra to take a pro-Pakistan line today? Ladies and gentlemen, he blames the government of India. I'm asking you tonight, how much nonsense, rubbish, malevolent, anti-national talk will we accept from this Vadra Gandhi family? How much? He says the government will talk about Hindutva, and then he says minorities will feel uncomfortable. This will make these kind of organizations feel that Hindus are making a problem. This man is an open anti-national Robert Vadra. He is almost plagiarizing the script of ex-Pakistan Foreign Minister Khwaja. Ladies and gentlemen, he has said that India is being ruled by a terrorist party, the RSS. He contradicts the terrorism has no religion claim. He wants to justify the attack. This man is dangerous. Not only is he corrupt, but he's mentally sick, ladies and gentlemen. He says, in our country, we see that this government will talk about Hindutva and minorities will feel uncomfortable and troubled. He's talking about minorities being troubled when there's been a massacre of so many people, including Intelligence Bureau officers, a Navy lieutenant wearing the uniform, married 10 days back, Robert Vadra. You malevolent elitist. And you take this pro-Pakistan line. You equate Indian Muslims to radical Islamists of Lashkar-e-Toiba. And we, while our soldiers die, while our intel soldiers die, when a 65-year-old woman is killed, when an 83-year-old man is killed, when our blood is boiling, have to hear members of this Vadra Gandhi family speak this rubbish. and tolerate it. The same family from the same party that said 26/11 RSS ki sajish. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had enough with these opportunists. I want my country to be a tough state. I want my country to act, and if the Prime Minister is saying we're going to act against this ecosystem, I want to tell you, Mr. Prime Minister, we trust you. They are also part of that ecosystem. These people on the left-hand side of the screen, they're part of that ecosystem. They speak that political line. And lastly, I have a message for Asaduddin Owaisi as well. I will not forgive or forget, ladies and gentlemen, ever, that 3 hours before this attack happened, 3 hours before 28 of our fellow citizens were killed, and I'm sorry to have to say this, bullets planted inside their brain, point blank shot. Some of them asked what their religion was. Their pants pulled down, I will have to say it, ladies and gentlemen, to identify and target them, obviously, on religious lines. And then their wives asked, people killed, lined up, so many bodies, that there were tarpaulin sheets put over them initially. And I'm saying this tonight, I have not even put 20% of the footage we have on air. But while all of this happened, and while the bodies are coming back, and while there is so much pain in our heart, the All India Muslim Personal Law Board and the All India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Muslimin was threatening 3 hours before this happened. 3 hours before this happened, they were threatening to hit the streets and saying to Muslims, hit the streets, show your power, provoking the Muslims constantly. Well, Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi, stop it. Your political opportunism can take a break for a while. You, AIM, PLB, Rahul Gandhi, all of you guys. The country is under attack. Our soldiers are going to respond. You can only threaten to provoke Muslims to hit the streets, but you know completely well, Owaisi, AIM, PLB, Rahul Gandhi, that your actions are going to help Pakistan, because what Pakistan wants to do is to break us from within. That's why Asif Munir took that line, anti-Hindu line. He wants a Hindu-Muslim divide. It was deliberate, well-planned, part of a plan. And I tell you, AIM, PLB and AIMIM and Congress and SP, do not pretend that you do not have the brains to understand that. Do not say these are two disconnected things. Arnab, let us do our internal politics and let the soldiers fight. Well, the soldiers will fight and they will defend our country with everything they have, like they always have. But the least you can do, Owaisi, Rahul Gandhi, Robert Vadra, AIM, PLB, the whole lot of you, is stop provoking Muslims to hit the roads. We need to show some unity. And Rahul Gandhi, see the visuals of this young lady and think about what you do. Think of her sacrifice. Think of her nationalism. And remember, Rahul Gandhi, she represents the new India. You represent nothing but the spoilt, corrupt, and rotting elitism of your family when you say, I do not even think India is not a nation. She says, he says, India is not a nation. Rahul Gandhi, you said India is not a nation. And nobody will ever forgive you. Your mask is off. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people need to be held accountable. I know I've taken on everyone tonight, from an ex-Supreme Court Chief Justice to the Lieutenant Governor, to this Vadra Gandhi family, to this pro-Waqf protest brigade. I have nothing to lose, and we have nothing to lose. We cannot let the nation down. Only the nation matters. Only the nation matters. Let's debate.
The telltale signs are all there. The body of evidence, digital footprints pointing to a clear Pakistan hand in the Pahalgam terror attack. Effigies wrapped in Pakistani flags being torched on the streets with protesters demanding retaliation. Sadly, some in the opposition justifying the attack. The Vadra Gandhi family has attempted to rationalize the depraved Pahalgam terror attack by whitewashing Pakistan's role. Robert Vadra linking the Pahalgam attack to the rise of Hindutva in India.
The minorities feel uncomfortable and, they feel troubled when you have a survey on, mosques or you tell people you cannot pray in this way or that way. These kind of things create instability, communal issues. And if you see the way this act, if you dissect this terrorist act that took place, if they're looking at people's identity, why are they looking at people's identity? Because there's a divide that has come about in our country with Hindus and Muslims.
Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah offered condemnation and comfort, but steering clear of naming Pakistan.
हमारे बाहर से मेहमान आए थे छुट्टी मनाने के लिए बदकिस्मती से उनको कफनों में घर वापस भेजा गया है मैं यहाँ इन सबको यकीन दिलाने आया हूँ कि इस मौके पे हुकूमत इनके साथ खड़ी है और जितना हम इनके लिए कर सकेंगे हम कर लेंगे
PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti took out a rally condemning the killings but was silent on Pakistan. Apni Party Chief Altaf Bukhari taking a swipe at the centre over the security situation in the valley but didn't say a word on Pakistan.
आप इलेक्शन से क्या चाहते थे बदलना क्यों ये तो पहले भी सिक्योरिटी ऑफ द स्टेट वाज इन द हैंड्स ऑफ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट आज भी है अब जिम्मेवारी जिनकी है तो उन्होंने अगर चूक की तो वो तो उनकी जिम्मेवारी है ना वो तो 2019 से उन्हीं के पास जिम्मेवारी है
As opposition leaders stand in Pakistan's defence, are they hurting India's resolve to fight terror with a firm hand?
Straight answers tonight. Gaurav Bhatia, Shantanu Gupta and Ashok Pandit are on one side. Akhil Swami pro-Congress, Anurag Bhadoria of the SP, Shoaib Hussain Chaudhary anti-BJP on one side. And my first question is to Iftikhar Misgar. Why are you so scared of Pakistan that you can't even name Pakistan once? Not even once. Ashok Pandit, he didn't name Pakistan once. Ek baar naam nahi liya, darte hain, darpok party. They have not named Pakistan once. Not even named Pakistan once, not once. Iftikhar Misgar. Not even named Pakistan once. Not named them once. A party of cowards has not named them once.
Let us not play politics.
I am what? Who's playing politics?
On the blood of innocence.
Name Pakistan. Name Pakistan.
Our eyes are moist today. Our heart is broken today. Arnab, don't play politics.
Our heart is broken. They'll do drama tonight.
Listen to me, Arnab.
They'll do drama. Our heart is broken.
Kashmiri shouting Pakistan Murdabad? Have you not heard today Kashmiri shouting Pakistan Murdabad? Terrorism Murdabad?
I want your chief minister. I want your chief minister who's on a constant vacation to say. I want Omar Abdullah. I want his father to say. I want his father to say Pakistan Murdabad.
How many times
you say Pakistan Murdabad? Say tonight. Say Pakistan Murdabad.
Don't play biased journalism, Arnab.
Don't teach me journalism, you turncoat.
Let us be very serious.
Gaurav Bhatia is on the debate, viewers. They won't name Pakistan even once. Ruling party in Kashmir. Ruling party in Kashmir, always in love with Pakistan.
Let me speak.
This party has a platonic relationship with Pakistan.
Be quiet now.
Gaurav, I need audio in the studio. Audio!
First of all, on behalf, escorted by 50
I need audio in the studio.
Please ask him to be quiet.
I cannot hear him. Tell the audio person to fix the audio.
Arnab, you'll have to lower the fade.
Occupied by tourists. I am welcoming the water.
I need to hear in the studio.
This step ko main welcome karta hu, but we want a war against Pakistan. We want a war against Pakistan. Don't play with us. Don't play politics with us. We want today.
Okay, Iftikhar, I can't hear.
Don't play this BJP politics with us.
What's the problem? Gaurav Bhatia is on the debate. Gaurav.
Not hear good words from our mouth.
Okay.
Because you.
Gaurav, I want to tell you one thing. I want to play that clip if possible. I can use that clip where the person says, there's a member of parliament from this corrupt traitor party, which unfortunately is in power in Jammu and Kashmir. It's a traitor party. Its member of parliament, I will play what its member of parliament has said, Gaurav. It's the member of parliament of Srinagar said that tourists are invaders. This is cultural tourism. In fact, he's asking for violence against tourists. I want to play the bite.
ये टूरिज्म कहते हैं, ये टूरिज्म नहीं है मेरी नज़र में ये कल्चरल इन्वेजन हो रहा है बाय पर्पस। ये जो चल रहा है इस वक्त जिसे टूरिज्म कहते हैं, ये टूरिज्म नहीं है मेरी नज़र में ये कल्चरल इन्वेजन हो रहा है बाय पर्पस एंड बाय डिजाइन। ये जो चल रहा है इस वक्त जिसे टूरिज्म कहते हैं, ये टूरिज्म नहीं है मेरी नज़र में।
This is, by the way, viewers, the National Conference Member of Parliament from Srinagar. He says tourists are invaders.
A fabricated clip you are putting. You are not showing the whole clip of an
I don't need to say anything after this.
Whose father was killed and assassinated.
I don't care what happened to his father. I'm talking about what he said. Stop shouting at me.
Why you will not care? Why you will not care?
Gaurav Bhatia is on the debate with these political turncoats tonight. Gaurav Bhatia.
You will not care for them.
Gaurav Bhatia, your government is now saying that you're turned to we don't care because you didn't care for Manjunath's son. You didn't care for Pallavi, Manjunath's wife. You didn't care for any of the people who are identified on the basis of their religion and killed. Shame on people like you, weaklings and invertebrates like you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You ought to quit and be thrown out of public life.
Shame Pakistan.
And now I have Gaurav Bhatia on the debate. Gaurav, be quiet. Be quiet. I've had enough of you. Enough of you. Gaurav Bhatia, now your government says we are going to take on the ecosystem. I'm glad.
You are hearing from Kashmir.
I'm glad you want to.
You don't want.
Arnab, please ask him to maintain the decorum.
I'm asking tonight.
I think, it's very cheap on his part.
My heart is broken. My heart is broken.
First of all,
I don't care about your heart.
Don't speak in between. Don't speak in between.
We have lost young lives.
First, on behalf of the Bharatiya Janata
Gaurav Bhatia, louder. Change you. It's very quiet. Change others. Put others on the right hand side of the screen. Thank you.
I'm offering deepest condolences to all the family members who've lost their loved one. I think that is the least we can do as an Indian before we start a discussion or a debate. I want to make a very strong statement today on your show, Arnab, and there is a reason for doing that. I am not circumcised, and I won't read the Kalma. And I'm not afraid of anybody because I'm a proud Indian.
Let me listen.
And I'm a proud Hindu. I would say Bharat Mata Ki Jai, and I will say Har Har Mahadev and Jai Shri Ram. The terrorists were attacking a particular religion. In this case, it was Hinduism. And all those politicians who indulge in appeasement politics don't even have the courage to state the facts as they are. And therefore, it is our duty to today say, we are the most tolerant community. We are the most powerful nation with a very strong leadership. We have been tolerant, but it doesn't mean we are weak. To Pakistan, I want to tell them that they would be destroyed. They will have to pay the price. Every Indian today stands with the brave Indian army and the strong leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji. Now I want to say something, Arnab. Why is it that Robert Vadra
Yeah.
He dissected the entire ghastly, dastardly incident within a few hours and came out with this. Number one, he said, the government talks about Hindutva, assuming we do talk about Hindutva, and I'm proud of that fact. Then there would be a terrorist attack in India. Is Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, and Kharge ji endorsing such a statement? And where is Priyanka Gandhi Vadra? As a member of parliament, a public servant, should she not come out to first serve the people of the country and disown her husband who's making such irresponsible statements?
She's quiet, she's supporting Robert Vadra tonight, who is blaming Hindutva for the attacks.
Yes.
Robert Vadra, Congress ecosystem is blaming Hindutva for the attacks, taking a pro-Pakistan line. Not one word from Priyanka Vadra, not one word from Rahul Gandhi, not one word from Owaisi. Not one word.
And Arnab, now if I may come to the second point, which is equally important. I will repeat first because I feel like repeating. I am not circumcised and I won't read the kalma. I am a proud Hindu and I'm a proud Indian. I dare all those terrorists, whatever they have. I will show you the courage of an Indian citizen, the power of this country. Now the second point is, how dare Robert Vadra say that Muslims in India are feeling weakened, and therefore he was giving a clean chit to the terrorist rogue nation of Pakistan. He was siding with the terrorists. Where is Priyanka Gandhi Vadra? Where is Rahul Gandhi? You are leader of opposition of Bharat, and I am a citizen of Bharat. I asked Rahul Gandhi, what is your stand on Robert Vadra? Please convey it to every Indian. And if you don't convey it to every Indian, then your rightful place is in Pakistan and not in India, because in this hour of grief also, you decided to remain quiet, which doesn't befit a leader of opposition of Bharat.
This statement by Robert Vadra trying to justify the killings is a very dangerous statement. Robert Vadra is trying to create a justification for Pakistan's terrorist attack. You've seen that today. It's very controversial today, Ashok Pandit. It's very unfortunate that Robert Vadra has attempted to give this a communal angle. And Robert Vadra is obviously doing this on the instructions of Sonia Gandhi. And Sonia Gandhi herself has given a political angle, and Rahul Gandhi has given a political angle. Robert Vadra is going anti-Hindutva. He's not talking about Pakistan. He's saying this is happening because we are not giving a message that we are a tolerant society. In other words, he's putting the blame for the incident not on Pakistan, but on India. And he's blaming Hindutva for it. Did you notice that? Ashok Pandit, now either Robert Vadra is mad, which he possibly is, but he has said that until and unless we are giving an image that we are a tolerant society, such a perception will keep emerging from India's border states that minorities in India are vulnerable. What does this have to do when Hindus have been killed? Hindus have been killed, and he's saying that the terrorists were resorting to checking the IDs and killing as per religious identity because there is a divide in our country between Hindus and Muslims. The ISI, the Pakistan Army Chief Asif Munir, abuses Hindus, but Robert Vadra targets Hindutva. This is when the bodies are coming back home, Ashok Pandit. What would you say to Akhil Swami tonight? Ashok Pandit.
Arnab, it's very obvious that, and I very strongly feel that what Robert Vadra has said is also an act of terrorism. And under all law, he should be arrested because he has incited the terrorists. He has justified terrorism. He has justified the killings of innocents in the valley. And he in a way is saying that, you know, the Hindus were killed because Hindus have troubled Muslims in this country. He's saying that is such a damaging statement, and what this statement is going to have an impact world over, that a person from your country is talking this nonsense. Another politician is Sanjay Raut. Sanjay Raut is also justifying. He's also saying that this is all government's fault, you know, because they could handle things. Nobody, these people who are part of this country, who have seen live things, what is happening. They are heartless people, they are insensitive people. They can't say it openly that this is Islamic Jihad. This is Islamic Jihad which is there out to destroy this country of ours, and we have to together fight back, and we have to see to it that we are not killed every day in and day out. Instead of supporting the government, instead of fighting against the terrorists, these people are supporting. It's really shameful, and it's really shameful. We don't know how to react to these enemies within. I very strongly feel that these enemies within are more dangerous than the terrorists. Terrorists can be identified and killed. These people who are enemies within our country, who are funded by people abroad, who receive money from there, are more dangerous than the terrorists fighting at the borders and who are fighting in the valley. And
it's a very, very sad situation. Very sad comments coming from Congress party today. But what do you expect of the Congress party? It's a shameless party. It's an absolutely shameless party. Even on a time like this, they are giving it a communal angle and blaming Hindutva. This is a party which has said 2611 was a RSS ki sajish. We all know that. It's a shameless party. Akhil Swami knows it's a shameless party. What can be said about them, ladies and gentlemen? They will never change. But never forget what this party has done today. Never forget. And never forgive.
Arnab,
don't forgive.
Arnab, because you...
World leaders are standing with India, but Robert Vadra is blaming Hindutva.
Arnab, you gave 5 minutes each to Gaurav Bhatia and Mr. Pandit uninterrupted. Please give me only 2 minutes, but don't interrupt me. Number one, Bharat Mata ki jai और सनातन धर्म की जय. Now it all happened because...
भारत माता की जय याद आ गई इनको.
Don't interrupt.
आज इनको शांतनु भारत माता की जय याद आ गई.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Number one. Number two. It all happened because BJP has started appeasing Muslims, and they gave EDs to Muslims, and not even a single gram of sweets to us in Diwali and Holi. They committed, they had promised that they will give a gas cylinder in Holi and Diwali to Hindus. Not even a single rupee to Hindus, and they gave EDs to Muslims. They have started appeasing Muslims, and
Robert Vadra is supporting the terrorists. Robert Vadra is supporting the terrorists. I will cut you out because Robert Vadra should be put in jail for that comment. Robert Vadra is part of the ecosystem. He should be jailed for that comment. Priyanka Vadra cannot be quiet. I don't know why Gaurav, the BJP, is not picking the issue. Ratan Sharda, the man is saying that the terrorists are sending a message to the government of India. This is such a dangerous man. Ladies and gentlemen, this man should have been in lockup by now. Ratan Sharda, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
The comment of Vadra...
Vadra should be jailed. He should be jailed for this.
Sir, you are the one who were claiming last debate that only vegetarians are Hindus. So you don't know what is a Hindu. So can you please quiet now? Because in the last debate, he was telling Arnab that Arnab is not a true Hindu because of non-veg. And he is a true Hindu because of veg. The people who do not understand Hindus have no standing to speak about what Vadra is saying. Now let me speak. See, what is the implication of Vadra? One, he is letting Pakistan off the hook.
Louder, Ratan Sharda, louder!
So the implication of Vadra is, one, that Kashmiri Muslims are responsible for this attack because he says Muslims are persecuted, they feel threatened, so they are attacking, which means in Kashmir the attack was the Kashmiri Muslims. Or he is supporting Pakistan as saviors of Indian Muslims because he claims that Muslims are being harangued, are being harassed by the BJP's Hindutva. So he is basically trying to let Pakistan off the hook, just like the Saffron terror stories of 2007, 8 and 11, when they said that actually all this is Hindu terror. So Vadra is playing as the front of Rahul Gandhi, the front Mukhota of Rahul Gandhi. That is what he's doing. And tragically, he is the child of Hindu refugees from Pakistan.
Leave that, but I'm asking you, one question is tonight. I'm asking you that Vadra wants to give a clean chit to Pakistan. I want to know why. He has crossed all limits. He has virtually equated Indian Muslims with terror entities. His comments are not flawed. They are disrespectful. Like in the aftermath of 26/11, Robert Vadra is a dangerous man. One must do a full check on him and what he is up to.
Indian Muslims.
No, he's doing this deliberately.
See what he has said. Yes, deliberately. That's why I said he is a person who forgets his own roots. His own family was uprooted by Pakistani jihadis during partition. After conversion, he starts speaking the language of the church. He starts speaking of threatening to the minorities. He says Easter के
No, not that. ये बात बहुत complicated बात नहीं है. The fact is,
His friend name Rahul Gandhi, and these people cannot speak directly. They have no guts to speak against the Islamic jihadists. That is why they are using Rahul Vadra as a proxy to give attention to Pakistan.
Ratan Sharda, Robert Vadra is trying to justify the actions of the Lashkar-e-Toiba. It's as simple as that.
That's what I'm saying.
Anurag, it's very dangerous, Gaurav. He is justifying the actions of the Lashkar-e-Toiba and taking the Asif Munir ideology forward by saying that government will talk about Hindutva, minorities will feel uncomfortable. This will make these kind of organizations feel that Hindus are making a problem. In other words, he is agreeing with the views of the Pakistan Army chief. Right? He's talking worse than Jinnah. Gaurav, you should have interrogated him by now.
Pandit is sitting here.
Gaurav, you're not even acting on him. I know you have other priorities now, but...
Yes. No. I would say one thing, Arnab, which is very important. This government is led by Shri Narendra Modi ji. When Uri happened on 18th of September 2016, after that surgical strikes took place on 28th of September 2016, 10 days after that. Pulwama happened on 14th February 2019. We avenged it on 26th of February 2019 after 11 days. This time also, the rogue terrorist nation, Pakistan, will not be spared. And with that belief, I live, and I am a proud Indian and I am a proud BJP member. And I know Narendra Modi ji will strike back and he will tell Pakistan what is the place of Pakistan on the global map. Having said
I don't have a problem with that. My problem is that I want to know. Yesterday, Samajwadi Party said.
I'm coming to
yesterday, Samajwadi Party ने कहा अनुराग भदौरिया हम ऑल इंडिया मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड के साथ मिलकर सड़कों में चले जाएंगे. चलिए सड़कों पे जाते हैं. इन अदर वर्ड्स यू आर कॉलिंग फॉर वायलेंस ऑन द स्ट्रीट्स. और उसी समय ये अटैक हुई. मैं आप लोगों से पूछ रहा हूं, दरखास्त नहीं कर रहा, रिक्वेस्ट नहीं कर रहा. आई एम आस्किंग यू ओपनली whether you will stop this provocation of Muslims now. देश पर अटैक हो रहा है. आप मुसलमानों को कह रहे हो सड़कों पे उतर जाओ. एक मिनट, आपको पूछ भी नहीं रहा हूं मैं. आपको मैं पूछ भी नहीं रहा हूं. आपसे बात भी नहीं कर रहा हूं. मैं अनुराग भदौरिया को एक सीधा सवाल कर रहा हूं. देश पर अटैक हो रहा है और ये लोग गौरव भाटिया कह रहे हैं सड़कों पे मुसलमान उतर जाइए. सेना वहां पे सरहदों पे खड़ी हो गई है, फाइटर जेट्स तैयार हैं, और आप कह रहे हैं मुसलमान सड़कों पे आ जाओ. टाइमिंग देखिए इनकी. I suspect his motives.
अरे सुनिए
अर्नब, ये लोग तो सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक का भी प्रूफ मांग रहे थे.
बिल्कुल मांग रहे थे.
मुझे पूरा विश्वास है.
इनको जेट के आगे बांध के
मैं अपनी बात कह लूं.
जब जेट जाए तो भेज देना चाहिए. देख लें कहां गया था.
का सवाल नहीं है, देश का राष्ट्र की बात है. इनको बुलवा लो, फिर मैं बोल लूंगा. देखिए अर्नब, ये राष्ट्र की बात है और जो घटना हुई है ये बहुत कायरतापूर्ण है और जिन्होंने किया है उन्हें कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिलनी चाहिए. जो हमारे साथी शहीद हुए हैं.
रॉबर्ट वाड्रा लश्कर-ए-तोयबा की जस्टिफिकेशन कर रहा है. आप कह रहे हो मुसलमानों सड़कों पे उतर जाओ. सीधा जवाब दीजिए ना. इधर उधर की बात क्यों कर रहे हैं अनुराग जी?
अगर बोलने देना
नहीं, एक सवाल
आप मुझे बोलने नहीं दे रहे हैं. ये अन्याय है. ये राष्ट्र के साथ अन्याय कर रहे हैं. आप मुझे बोलिए. अगर आपने बुलाया
बोलने दे बोलिए.
देखिए राष्ट्र की भाई मुझे बोलने दीजिए. देखिए मैं लड़ने नहीं आया हूँ. दुख का समय है.
अरे दुख का समय है, मुझे बोलने दीजिए, ये राजनीति का वक्त नहीं है, राजनीति बाद में हो जाएगी। देखिए, जो आपने कहा यंग लेडी, जो आपने देखा लेफ्टिनेंट विनय नरवाल की पत्नी किस तरह से बिलख रही थी, किस तरह से रो रही थी, मनीष रंजन की पत्नी किस तरह से रो रही थी, प्रशांत कुमार, भरत भूषण और सुलभ द्विवेदी जिसकी मां 10 दिन पहले शादी हुई थी, वो कैसे बिलख रही थी। क्या ये सरकार की जिम्मेदारी नहीं थी कि वहां सिक्योरिटी प्रॉपर होनी चाहिए? ये अपने हिंदुस्तानी है, वहां घूमने गए थे, वो वहां पे आपने सही बोला अर्नब, वहां पे सिक्योरिटी लैब्स कैसे हो गया? इंटेलिजेंस डिपार्टमेंट क्या कर रहा था? जो हमारे नए नए शादी हुई लोग बिलख रहे थे, हमारी बहनें बिलख रही थी, और हमने सिक्योरिटी प्रॉब्लम, हम उनको सुरक्षा नहीं दे पाए, हम उनको
आतंकियों के मुकदमे वापस लेने वाले क्योंकि वो मुसलमान है, यहाँ सरकार की जिम्मेदारी बना रहे हैं,
हत्या करके चले गए।
बालाकोट एयर स्ट्राइक का प्रमाण कौन मांग रहा था? पाकिस्तानी सांप।
लाउडा अनुराग, फोन लाइन्स ओपन। अनुराग लाउडा
को मार के जाने में कहां थी आपकी सिक्योरिटी, कहां था आपका इंटेलिजेंस डिपार्टमेंट? इसमें बात होनी चाहिए, इसमें बात नहीं करने के लिए आप इधर उधर की बातें कर रहे हैं। समाजवादी की बात, विपक्ष जिम्मेदार है क्या? सरकार जिम्मेदार है कि विपक्ष जिम्मेदार है? शर्म नाम की कोई चीज बची है कि नहीं बची है भारतीय जनता पार्टी में या इसके प्रवक्ता में? बेच खाइए शर्म। सरकार इनकी, सिक्योरिटी सिस्टम इनके पास, हमारी बहनें विधवा हो गई, और ये मजा ये यहाँ पे राजनीति कर रहे हैं कि समाजवादी, ये कांग्रेस, वो फलाना, वो ठिकाना, हमारी बहनें विधवा हो गई, 10 दिन की शादी नहीं हुई और बहन विधवा हो गई, और ये राजनीति कर रहे हैं। सरकार इनकी है, सिक्योरिटी सिस्टम इनका है, इंटेलिजेंस डिपार्टमेंट इनका फेलियर हुआ है। शर्म में डूब मरो, चुल्लू भर पानी में डूब मरो, हमारी बहनें विधवा हो गई, और आप यहाँ राजनीति कर रहे हो बैठ के आगे। ये समाजवादी, वो कांग्रेस, सरकार आपकी है, जिम्मेदारी आपकी है। पुलिस को कैसे बॉर्डर क्रॉस करके पाकिस्तानी
पाकिस्तान को क्लीन चिट दे। रॉबर्ट वाड्रा का जवाई यही है,
और आप देखते
रॉबर्ट वाड्रा के साथी पाकिस्तान के साथी भारत के साथ खड़े नहीं हो पाए।
दो शर्म आप लोगों ने, शर्म राजनीति में लोग भी यहाँ बहनें विधवा हो गई, मातम है घर घर में, और आप यहाँ राजनीति कर रहे हो, कांग्रेस और फलाना समाजवादी।
राजनीति मैं नहीं कर रहा अनुराग भदौरिया, राजनीतिक आपके राजनीतिक सलाहकार रॉबर्ट वाड्रा कर रहे हैं। रॉबर्ट वाड्रा इज टेकिंग अ प्रो लश्कर तोयबा पोजीशन। दिस मैन इज डेंजरस एंड विशियस।
उसके सामने उसकी पति की मौत हो गई,
खतरनाक।
और
anyway I'm not surprised Shoaib Hussain Chaudhary, because Shoaib Chaudhary, as we all know, Rahul Gandhi and Jinnah are so similar. Rahul Gandhi and Jinnah are so similar. We all know that. Ashok Pandit, Jinnah did not believe that India is a nation, and Rahul Gandhi also says that India is not a nation. This is Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi takes this line always. India is not a nation. Until yesterday, Ashok Pandit, they were telling Muslims,
disrespects the country.
No, he says Muslims hit the streets. मुस्लिम सड़कों पे उतर जाओ। कल कह रहे थे समाजवादी पार्टी, ये सारे AIM और ये AIM-PLB के नेता सब लोग बोल रहे थे।
You want unity and you are abusing all opposition leaders.
I'm not abusing anyone. I'm saying you said that hit the streets. गलत कह रहा हूँ।
Opposition is saying.
गलत कह रहा हूँ।
Create a ruckus.
You must forget what the opposition is saying, and you continue your personal egoistic rant against Vadra and Rahul Gandhi to another day. You can save that time for another day.
Yeah, Rahul Gandhi and Vadra can also stop their pro-Pakistan line for another day. They can stop taking a pro-Pakistan line for another day. They can stop trying to make an apology for the Lashkar-e-Toiba on another day.
It's all connected with the fight.
Both of them on the street.
From the face of this planet.
It's all connected.
Audio, yeah. Fix his audio.
It is a failed government.
Fix your mic, you're shouting too much. Even your mic is complaining against you. I can't hear you, first of all. Pull your volume down. Fix your mic. Hold your mic. Shoaib, hold your mic properly. I can't hear you. You're shouting too much. Your mic is also not right. Isko fix kare. Your mic is cracking. Don't shout so much.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but talk like normally.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you got a problem with your mic.
I want to start by saying Pakistan Murdabad. I stand with the government of India. They must call for a war against Pakistan for killing innocent Indians, irrespective of whatever religion they came from. Right? India must call for a right, but you need to ask them a valid question. Is the government
does the government has enough capability to fight Pakistan or any border nation? They do not have it. जिस तरह की इकोनॉमी हिंदुस्तान की आज की तारीख में है, I am sure they cannot even fight Nepal. It is a failed government. You need to ask questions to the government, not to opposition parties. They are not responsible for what is happening across the country.
You are a sadist. You are a sadist. You don't have confidence in yourself and you don't have confidence in
and you must take Ashok Pandit, Gaurav Bhatia and the likes of Karni Senas and Shakti Raksha Dal to the border of Pakistan and help the Indian army because there is a shortfall. The government does not have enough funds to hire new recruits in the army. You shameless people. You support a failed government sitting here when there are people being killed in the name of religion in the country.
You want people like India.
You effing shameless people. You should, rather than sitting on the here, Ashok Pandit, you should be at the Pakistan border. What is stopping you?
Has gone out of laws.
What is stopping you from going to Pakistan border?
You want country to suffer like
you
this?
moron!
What question are you
You are the kind of people who have
brought
are
you saying?
too much of religious shame to this country.
That this country is not
go to the Pakistan border and take the likes of those Sangis.
And Shoaib, can I ask you something? Shoaib, cut the chase and this fake aggression, take it somewhere else. Put me on the left. I say this, Shantanu, 1 minute. I was just seeing, getting so angry with the Modi government, which has taken such decisive steps and will take more. I would like to know how Shoaib Hussain Chaudhary feels about the fact that some of those who were killed were asked to read the Kalma, identified for asked to drop their pens, identified for being or not being Muslim and then killed. What do you have to say about that, Shoaib? Hindus were asked to read the Kalma.
Now, if you give me some time, I'll be able to speak. If you give me some time.
How come your voice changed suddenly? How come your voice changed suddenly? Where's the anger now?
I accept
Where's the anger now?
The Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Will you allow me to speak?
Where is the anger now?
Will you allow me to speak?
No anger now. Now he's going to be very...
No, I'm telling you the truth. I believe, now it is a fact that they belong to the religion of Islam. They were all Muslims. It is a fact they belonged to the Islamic nation of Pakistan. They have been killing in nation. In the name of religion, I accept that fact.
Shantanu.
But is it not the responsibility of the government of India to fight it?
But I have to blame Modi.
Arnab, in the starting of the show, Arnab.
Shantanu, you've been waiting for a while. Shantanu.
The borders?
Arnab, at the starting of the show, you have to say Gaurav Bhatia, Mr. Pandit, Shantanu on one side, and other four gentlemen on the other side. I think I was wondering, at least on this day, all of us will be on the one side. Or we have two sides, even when 28 bodies who went as tourists came back as dead bodies. Like, is it a day I have two sides? How General Asim Munir did the dog whistling. Similarly, as you've shown, the Srikant member of parliament, the Srinagar member of parliament. They were doubting surgical strike. Now they are giving a cover fire. See, they gave a cover fire to 2611. And now they have put Robert Vadra to give cover fire to them. It's very obvious whose hands in them. They will come on TV and show drama, put some tweet. That will happen. But I'm sure Narendra Modi is back. Amit Shah is on the ground. And Pakistan will get a befitting. This is no less than 7th October for Israel. This is no less than 7th October movement for Israel. And I'm sure the action should also be equivalent. And it will be. The way we have seen a decisive government in the last 11 years. It was amazing tourism from last 5 years in Srinagar. They wanted this. They wanted people back in stone pelting. Unko to patthar fenkne wale chahiye. They don't want tourists. Right? They don't want tourists, right? And I'm sure there'll be a decisive, this is a decisive government.
I want to play one bite. Bittan Adhikari. Bittan, can I get the details?
Die down.
Bittan Adhikari. His wife gives an account. I want to play this. This has come from Republic Bangla, I think. I want to play out where, again, the victim was asked to read the Kalma. Can I play the bite, please? Yeah.
হিন্দু বলে মেরেছে বলুন কাল রাতে আমাকে বলেছেন হিন্দু বলে মেরেছে বলুন আপনি মুসলিম আপনি কি কালমা পড়তে জানেন না জানি না বলুন এদের বলুন সেকুলার নেতাদের বলুন মেরে দিল ও দায়িত্ব আমার
That is Bittan Adhikari's wife, and I wonder where Mamata Banerjee is hiding
Government
tonight.
is incompetent. This is an incompetent government.
I wonder where Mamata Banerjee is hiding tonight. I
Mr.
wonder where
Amit Shah
Rahul
should
Gandhi is
resign.
hiding tonight. I wonder where Priyanka Vadra is hiding tonight while her husband gives the justification for the Lashkar-e-Toiba.
Not even a single
Ladies
fire
and
from the
gentlemen,
security
and when
side.
Hindus are being targeted
The
and when they are being
attackers came, they
identified
killed
and
and
killed,
then went.
the focus has to be on Pakistan but also on people like this, like the ones who are on our grid. I don't want to drop any breaks. I'll take a break right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have continuous coverage here on Republic. Continuous coverage on this very disturbing tragedy and the multiple reactions that we have as we await the final decision of the government in the form of action.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
लाल रंग इसका अपार, तीखा कम है फिर भी स्वाद, बेमिसाल बेमिसाल MDH कश्मीरी,
MDH कश्मीरी।
MDH